be able to do it, no matter when they tell us to play. If we had to play at 1 o'clock in the morning, if you go out there at 1 and do that, you have a shot. If you play at 1 o'clock in the morning and don't, you'll lose. So that's how we look at it. So whenever they tell us to play this game, if it's 6 the earliest and it's 6, they'll be ready to go at 6. I said, I don't care what you got. This is about you now. Like, I've pushed. Now I need their help. If you guys want to go home for a couple hours and relax and get out of here so you're not sitting here for another long period of time, go. I don't care. But they've proven to me, and I trust the fact that when it is time, they'll be ready.
Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Another elimination game here at the Tallahassee Regional. Florida State, the hosts, on the ropes, as are the Huskies of Northern Illinois. They did not have to wait until 1 a.m., as Link Jarrett suggested there. But the winner of this game advances to the regional final and, of course, would then have to defeat St. John's twice to advance to a super regional. And a welcome back to you here at Dick Howser Stadium. He's Devin Travis. He's done this thing a couple times before as a player. I'm Darren Vaught. We're glad you're with us. Dev, it's all on the line for these two teams, Seminoles and the Huskies, in tonight's game.
It's an elimination game, and look, Florida State's in a position here that they did not expect. NIU, they need a short memory. Tough game last game, so what? Short memory, flush it. And sometimes it's a good thing, an opportunity to bounce back right away.
Florida State finished a game of the elimination variety against Coastal Carolina earlier today. Nathan Schmela, RBI double. Cal Fisher, what a story. Ultimately, the game-winning solo home run.
Good for Cal Fisher, picking up a big-time shot for his Noles game winner. Tough season so far. Well, he delivered in a big moment.
Trey Beard started the day on the mound for Florida State, so it's a relief appearance, but my, did he look good.
Man, he was fantastic. 4 innings pitched, no runs. Link Jarrett pressing all the right buttons this week. Purcell, yesterday, huge pitch in that 5th inning. It gave Trey Beard an opportunity to come out here today, finish this ball game, and boy, oh boy, maybe the best he's looked all season long.
9 strikeouts in just 4 innings in relief for Trey Beard, his first save as a Florida State Seminole pitcher. St. John's took it to Northern Illinois just about an hour ago in what sent Northern Illinois to this elimination game. It's another elimination game for Florida State, the first of the weekend for the Huskies of Northern Illinois. It's win or go home from Tallahassee. Seminole fans have returned to fill up Dick Howser Stadium. It's time for an elimination game. Florida State and Northern Illinois both with their backs against the ropes. Seminoles are the away team in this game, so get used to that. John Stutzer leads off. Cal Fisher, the hero in the game that was finished earlier today, rounding out the order at the 9th spot.
Big go-ahead homer, 4 for 7 in this regional for the Noles, leading the Noles. A double, a home run. He's locked in right now.
A lot of pitchers have been used in this regional by Northern Illinois. We got a brief look at Carter Cox on Friday in their opener against Coastal Carolina. He closed that one out, and he starts today.
Yeah, bounce back here for Carter Cox. He's a guy with some sharp stuff. He has to mix tonight. Change lanes, up and down. It's a sneaky fastball, three-pitch mix, and they need some length bad out of Carter Cox today. It's been 12 pitchers used so far. Walks, big key in this ball game. 22 walks for NIU through 2 games. 9 hit by pitches. Got to control the zone.
The hosts have the bats first. John Stutzer settles in. And the first pitch from Cox is off the mark. 1-0, we're underway. It's John Stutzer, Braden Dowd, and Brody DeLamielleure, the 3 up for the Noles. Stutzer swipes it foul and has a 1-1.
You see the sneaky fastball there, just 86 miles per hour. It averages anywhere from 85 to 88. Ultra important for the lefty against these right-handed hitters. Establish that inner part of the plate. Don't have to land it on it, but you got to be able to move their feet.
2 balls, 1 strike. Cox on Friday recorded the save through an inning and a third. 37 pitches, gave up 3 earned on a couple of hits.
And you see him trying to go in. 4 fastballs thrown, 3 of them trying to go in off the plate. The big key for that, the changeup, that's the go-to pitch against these righties. Last thing you want to do with a lefty is allow these hitters to lean out over the plate.
Foul tip, and Stutzer with a full count as the game's first batter. That's a drive into the gap, right center field, and it bounces to the warning track, then the wall. A stand-up lead-off double for John Stutzer.
Stutz swinging a hot bat. Great lead off at bat there. Laid off a couple tough pitches. Fouled off the pitches when he needed to, and that's a fastball trying to go in. Sneaks out over the heart of the plate. Right center field is going to be a big key for these right-handed hitters tonight with the changeup and the slider. Yeah, man. Stutz starting to figure it out.
Runner in scoring position for Braden Dowd. Takes to a 1-0.
Left on left battle here, not bunting with Dowd. He's come up with so many big hits this year. Controls the strike zone extremely well. On base percentage up near the 450 range, looking to pull something to the right side here.
Hard hit on the ground. Gavin Baldwin snags it and steps on the bag at first, so it records the out. Stutzer from second to first with just 1 away.
Yeah, it's vintage Florida State offense right there. Guy on second base with the leadoff double. You got your lefty in the 2-hole. Your job is to yank something to the right side, not about getting a base hit there. He does his job, moves Stutz to third, setting it up for DeLamielleure. And on third base, less than 2 outs. Got to cash in these moments, especially early on.
Brody DeLamielleure, first pitch swinging, fouls it out of play, and he's got 1.
Trying to go away there with the fastball, yanks it in. Regardless, it serves a purpose. It's going to be a big key tonight for Carter Cox.
Called strike 2 to Delamalier, who's 1 for 8 in the regional. Coming into the weekend, probably the hottest hitter in the lineup for the Seminoles.
He has carried this offense this second half of the season. 18-game hitting streak coming in, hit safely 19 of last 20.
Ivan Dahlberg, the experienced backstop for Northern Illinois, stopping that one with the runner at third.
He has been awesome. FSU, 2 for 19 with runners in scoring position. And watch Dahlberg. Man, he has been unbelievable today blocking balls.
Laced on a hop through the left side. Delamalier delivers. It's an RBI hit. He's on his way to second. And Florida State is on its way to a 1-0 lead.
Brody Delamalier. So many big hits the second half of the season. 1-2 count, 2-strike hitting, an opportunity to drive in an early run, and he gets a fastball up and in. Short, tight swing. Drives it down the left field line for another double and a nice sliding attempt out in left field to hold him to a single. Delamalier gets there, fired up, gives a salute to his dugout. 1-0 Noles here in the first.
First pitch is a strike to Hunter Carnes. Florida State 18-5 when they score in the first. High fly ball. Carnes sends it out to center field. It's pulled in by Charlie Parcell. A tag up. Delamalier to third. It skipped away, but he'll stay put.
Carter Cox, that's just awesome. Easy for a pitcher to fall asleep in that moment. You give up an early run, you could be shook thinking about what happened the at-bats prior. No, you got a job to do. You get your backside up against the fence, ball gets by. If he's not there, that's a run that scores. And I like that aggressive base running. Slider, big time, comes into play for Carter Cox. Now with the runner at third, a ball in the dirt, to potentially score a run. Good baseball all around.
Designated hitter today, Nate Schmela. Cox in front with a first pitch strike again.
He is hammering that glove side fastball into righties. He looks good.
One and one to Schmela. His only hit of the regional, an RBI double against Coastal Carolina in the elimination game.
And that was a big one. It was the first run of the game for the Noles with 2 outs.
Chopper over to shortstop. Nolan Sandy throw on the run. That's out number 3. But a couple of extra base hits gets Florida State up 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Fast start for Florida State, a 1-0 lead. It's win or go home here in Tallahassee in front of a packed Dick Howser Stadium. Northern Illinois just played in the 1-0 game earlier, losing to St. John's. They're right back to it with Wyatt Warrow, Cole Smith, and Nolan Sandy due up. Marcus Romero coming off of 2 solo home runs in their earlier game.
This offense, they scored 2 late runs. Marcus Romero, the 2 big flies. Short memory. You have to have a short memory in this game. Doesn't matter what happened prior. This is all you got. Backs against the wall against Cooper Whited, a junior lefty out of Jacksonville, Florida. And it's something similar to the flip side with Carter Cox. It's a live, sneaky fastball, a bit of a deceptive delivery, hides the ball well. The big key for that fastball, sneaking it in enough, is this changeup. It is plus. It's the pitch he gets a ton of swing and miss on. Also added a cutter. It's been good as well.
It's a Florida State team that was left to their own devices during the gap between games, according to Link Jarrett.
I love what he said. If you want to go home, go home. If you want to stay here, stay here. I coached you hard all year. I pushed you enough. You make the best decision for yourself. When it's go time, be ready. Good start for the Noles. See what NIU has to say.
Whitehead's first pitch is a called strike to Wyatt Warrow after his 1-for-5 earlier. He's on a 26-game on-base streak.
He is a ton of fun to watch play.
Holds back on the pitch high.
And you see the fastball from Whited. It's mid-80s into the upper 80s. It plays up when it's up in the zone, spins it well.
Fouls it off. 1-2 now to Warrow, who entering the weekend second in the country amongst freshmen in on-base percentage, 6th amongst freshmen in batting average.
He can really just do it. I mean, this is now his 24th game in the leadoff spot, on base percentage north of 500.
There's a line drive, dive, and a snag at second base. Holy smokes, Carter McCulley.
Yeah, with the smile and a little swagger. He has been such a big addition to this club defensively. He's been a glove-first guy at the bat. It's been coming on as the season has progressed, and he's getting more at-bats, and this could be a Sports Center top 10 nominee. Look at that full extension. Yeah, that is some big-time defense. Let it shine. Carter McCulley, nice play.
Went and did whatever in between games. I think it's safe to say McCulley present and accounted for, Link.
Yes, sir.
You guys get Cooperstown Mohawk sketch?
Cole Smith now the batter. Reliable in that second spot in the order for Northern Illinois.
Swinging the bat extremely well. Put together a great offensive season.
Out in front, he fouls it back to the backstop. Smith in the loss earlier, 1-for-3 with a double and a run driven in.
These are the counts that Cooper Whited wants to avoid, and these are the counts that NIU wants to make sure they take advantage of. Haven't seen the changeup yet today.
Bouncer. And it just rolls foul. Heady play by Fisher.
You wonder if Cal Fisher knows his home field right away. I mean, he shut it down immediately, and I'm like, well, Cal, I guess you're not going to even give it any effort. But you see the grass there turns into artificial turf, which means it slopes down, and Cal Fisher knows his home field, and well done.
Two strikes, here's Whited. On the ground, Frazier has it kick up off of his wrist. And Smith is safe at first.
Hard hit ball there. Gabe Frazier Routine right at him. And you'll see here that in-between hop, in my opinion, instead of funneling there and hoping that it finds your glove, I believe it should be aggressive move forward, go ahead and try to pinch the ball. This defense, it's been very, very solid as this season's progressed. Link Jarrett always known for great defense, but you look, 970 fielding percentage, 59 errors. It has been great overall, but it has gotten better as the season has moved on.
A lot of that has come as a result of getting guys available and back into the lineup, kind of getting the infield configuration sorted out post Miles Bailey injury.
That's been the big one for sure.
Why did a pickoff move over to first?
So much talk about Miles Bailey and the offensive production and what he means to this lineup. I cannot tell you enough how important it is to have great first base play defensively, and his progression defensively has been unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss, Sandy 1-1. Bailey in the dugout, a vocal force still, even though out for the season for this Seminoles bunch. One and one. Sandy unable to connect again.
Just cool. He's still here supporting his boys. Just a tragic injury, and I had no idea. As someone who grew up watching Florida State, came to Florida State, when he went down, I thought their season was over. Truthfully, I do. Cannot say enough about the job this staff's done with this club, putting them in a position to host. Obviously, the pitching's been absolutely fantastic, and Link's pressed all the right pieces. A lot of guys have gotten opportunities. Here at the end of the season, they put it together, and once again, hosting the regional for the third straight year. Just one of 3 teams in all of college baseball to do so.
2-2. Sandy takes, and it's a full count.
Watching Sandy hit this NIU club, they stay in the strike zone. They don't expand often. 3-2 count here, lefty on the mound. Whitehead's got a very good pickoff move. Careful.
And there it is. Keeping Smith in check.
Smith 9 for 12 in stolen bases this season.
There's the move again, outside of the bag, and Smith sneaks his hand back in there.
It is a very, very good move, and he's a gap guy. Gap guy means you're looking for space between his legs. If he lifts and the space stays open, he's picking. If it shuts down and closes, he's going home.
Strike 3, Sandy watched it at 90 miles per hour.
Dotted up, Cooper Whitehead. I think that was just a little bit uncomfortable for the hitter, Sandy. It was a little bit of a quick move home and just froze him. Dotted away. First strikeout of the day.
2 down with the runner still at first base.
This is the guy NIU needs to get going. No hits in this regional yet.
Gavin Baldwin watches the first, a breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Done a great job working in underneath his hands. I mean, it was a relentless effort last game by St. John's to try to tie him up. Big, long, lanky arms, strong guy.
Swipes at it and sends it out of play, 0-2.
That was a fastball out over the plate that I'm certain Baldwin was very excited to see, and one he wishes he had back, excuse me.
15 home runs on the season for Baldwin. Off the handle, out of play, 0-2 remains. Baldwin, a guy that entered the weekend, this regional, one of the hottest hitters for Northern Illinois. Coaching staff, to us, when we met with them on Thursday, characterized him as their X factor for this weekend. They've fared pretty well without much contribution from him to this point. That rolls between Hunter Carnes' legs and into the backstop. Smith to second.
That's a big one. Pressure pitches now for Cooper Whited. And on first base, he just feels like he can attack, make his pitch. Now one mistake scores a run. Everything was textbook, minus the fact that the glove was up in the air. Got to get down to the ground. See if NIU can take advantage.
Driven to left, way back, and Baldwin's got his first long ball of the Tallahassee Regional.
Game. They have the ability to flush it. Florida State comes out, scores an early run. Baldwin, no hits so far in this regional. Well, no more. Look at that swing. Trying to have a conscious effort to work in underneath his hands. You leave it out over to the plate to a big, strong guy, he'll make you pay. And that error from Gabe Frazier, NIU, makes Florida State pay.
109 off of the bat. Northern Illinois takes the lead. We talked about Caden Robertson earlier this weekend of the Huskies becoming the 4th NIU player ever to reach 60 RBIs. Baldwin just became the 5th.
Wow. What a year. Big Pop, he's having a great May. 8th home run of this month.
Got that one in under the wire. I mean, if we're talking about the month of May.
Yeah, right in time. Since May 3rd, I believe, it's 8 home runs. It's a season word for this little guys.
A lot of people, a lot of people. Marcus Romero hit 2 home runs in the game earlier, his 2nd and 3rd long balls of the season.
And Illinois strikes for 2, also 24 pitches taxed on the arm of Cooper Whited.
First take outside and a full count. Strike 3, backdoor slider. Gets Whited out of the bottom of the first, but Northern Illinois with some noise to make of their own. Gavin Baldwin with his 16th homer of the season.
16th homer, 60 RBIs now, hitless, no more. NIU, 2-1.
NCAA Regionals coverage continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more info, visit ncaa.com, the home of all NCAA championships. A look at the Los Angeles Regional. Look at that. #1 overall seed UCLA and St. Mary's in extra innings in an elimination game. in LA.
Wow. St. Mary's.
That's who beat UCLA initially to put them on the bottom side of the bracket there. Ben Barrett, 1-0 pitch on the ground and through the middle for a base knock. Good start for Florida State in the top of the second inning.
Looking for an answer back. Back-to-back innings, get the leadoff guy on.
That'll be the shortstop, Gabe Frazier, 7th in the order. 7, 8, 9 batters for Florida State have come through in some massive spots for the Seminoles on this weekend.
Yes, they sure have. Cal Fisher in the earlier game today.
Squares to bunt, pulls it away.
Pulls it back just in time. Left on left here. Forced the pressure. Another runner in scoring position. Setting it up for the bottom of the order, like you said. Ton of offense.
1-0. No bunt sign from Frazier, and it's 1-1 after he takes.
Nice pitch there, landing that breaking ball, frozen.
2 for 6, couple of runs scored on the regional.
See if they put the bunt back on here.
The Squares dropped it down. Was he in the box? Yeah, okay. Foul ball.
Yep.
Ooh, that was
Close.
very close. Had he been outside of the batter's box, he's out
Yep.
when the ball touches him.
Yep. Let's take another look. And yep, he's in the box. Good call.
One and two. Carter Cox set to the plate and taken to even it up.
Good shot there. 3 straight breaking balls and tries to dot a fastball. Great take. Gabe Frazier, ball's down.
Line drive, that's in the gap. Frazier turns it first, he'll hold up. First to third, Barrett goes, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, what a piece of hitting right there, Gabe Frazier. 2-strike hitting. Key. Left on left there, let it travel. Ball gets in on his hands a little bit, but yeah, stays behind the baseball. Inside the baseball, drives it into left center field. Nice base run first to third by Ben Barrett. Nice job out in left field too by Walrow. Throwing that ball to second base. If not, Gabe Frazier would be standing on second as well.
Now 3 for 7 this weekend. Gabe Frazier hands it off to Carter McCauley. Spectacular diving catch defensively already in this one. And removes the bunt, takes the pitch, it's 1-0.
Once again, that safety squeeze first and third, almost indefensible. The first baseman's holding the runner on. Got to respect it, especially with the lefty. Can't vacate early. Make the first baseman field the ball. Indefensible.
Bat on his shoulder, now 2-0.
Yo-yo going on, shows bunt, first pitch. Lets him swing away, and the hitters count. Swinging away here too.
No swing again from McCauley, now 2 balls and 1 strike. A natural shortstop has provided some really solid defense since moving over to second base.
He sure has.
Again, shoring up that defense as the season's gone on. That's off the very top of the bat. A swinging bunt. They get McCauley at first, but it brings in a run and ties it at 2.
It doesn't matter how you do it, find a way to get the job done. Swing and bunt right off the cap. Great base running over at third base by Ben Barrett, reading down contact. In the tie ball game. Here you have it, no outs. So he's going to be going on ground balls in the middle, but he sees it's a cue shot. Pitcher vacates, no chance to get him at home. Well done. Good baseball all around. Runner second base and scoring position again for the Noles.
Run driven in for McCauley. His first of the regional. And a First pitch breaking ball from Cox misses outside. Cal Fisher, the batter, 4 for 7 this weekend, including the game-winning solo home run that made it 2-1 against Coastal Carolina in an elimination game. That sent the Chanticleers home.
Well-located breaking ball right there in underneath his hands. Cal taking a shot in a 1-0 count.
Down and in, 2-1 now to Cal Fisher. His home run against Coastal Carolina, he hit it yesterday, but that game wrapped up earlier this morning after a resumption. That was his first home run since April 9th.
Right on time.
High fly ball off of Fisher's bat, shallow left. Waro racing in, makes the call, and makes the catch.
Nice pitch there, big out. Carter Cox.
He's looked pretty sharp.
He has looked pretty good. He really has. He's done a nice job establishing the inner half of the plate to these right-handed hitters. Haven't seen a ton of changeups yet.
He's been through the order once. It's back to John Stutzer for FSU, who takes 1-0.
And there's the changeup right there. Aggressive hitter in Stutzer.
Stutzer fooled. He came around with the bat head, and it's a strike.
Is a great pitch. Ties him up on the inner half.
Yanked foul, and now 2 strikes on the freshman leadoff batter for Florida State.
We're back to it again.
Leadoff double his last time up. Link Jarrett, it's funny, he explained to us he's taken to calling Stutzer alley cat because of his propensity to both hit and get balls in the gap.
I like it. I like
Otherwise known as the alley. You get it.
11 doubles, a triple, 10 homers. Fitting.
One and two, lifted, and that's going to get down. Base knock, John Stutzer. It brings in a run. Florida State back on top as we go back and forth.
Yes, Stutz. 2 out hitting, runners in scoring position. Knowles hasn't been great up to this point in the regional. That's pretty fantastic right there. That is a well-executed fastball in, but Stutzer, good hitters. They're willing to get jammed with 2 strikes. No need to try to pull. Impressive reset there after being out front with 2 strikes.
3-2 Seminoles, and Braden Dowd looks at strike 1. Prior to this game, Dowd had Florida State's only hits with runners in scoring position in this regional. He had 2 of them earlier in the weekend.
He's been the steady guy in this lineup. The knock on this lineup so far up to this point in the season has been the chase and leaving the strike zone. This is the one guy all year long, about as good as it gets.
Called strike. Now 2 of them on the USC transfer.
Look for some action here soon. 0-2, you got Dowd up, hitting the leadoff spot a ton. Stutzer can really run.
Driven into the air, shallow right center in between everybody, but out from shortstop. Sandy reels it in.
What a play.
Lost the cap, he gets it back from a teammate, and that retires the side in the top of the second inning. We've gone back and forth a couple of times already. We got a good one in tally. A 3-2 game early in Tallahassee, and we've seen some great defensive plays up the middle for both teams so far.
Look at this play by Nolan Sandy. This is huge. John Stutzer at first base, really moving around the bags. If he doesn't catch that ball, that's another run. The inning extended. NIU, they play great defense, and they've done it all year long. Nice play, Nolan Sandy.
6, 7, 8 batters due up for the Huskies here, beginning with Vinny Spadafora, the third baseman. Blighted begins him with a strike in his second inning of work.
Cooper looking for a shutdown inning. Knowles answer back after the big 2-run blast from Northern Illinois.
Couple in a row, 0-2.
Sharp. Fastball away, glove side. It's the big pitch, key. Coop.
Spadafora 0 for 1 earlier today against St. John's. That one poked right back up the chute and into center field. It's a leadoff single.
2-strike hitting, Northern Illinois.
His first hit of the day, second of the regional.
Yeah, fastball away. 4 fastballs in a row. Makes the adjustment, throws his hands out there. Got to get the ball to go forward with 2 strikes and a hard hit shot. Right back up the box.
Caden Robertson now the batter for the Huskies. And he looks at a strike.
Caden adding that RBI total, leading the Huskies 63 on the year. Those 2 RBIs against St. John's earlier.
Yanked but foul down the line.
And he lost his elbow guard again. What do you think? D, is he going to keep it? Nope, see you later. We got to get my guy a new strap for that elbow guard.
I don't know, do we?
Yeah.
That seems like he doesn't even want it.
Great point. All part of the plan.
2 strikes from Whited, just a touch inside.
Ooh. Good shot.
Whited bounces it over. Carnes quickly pops up with it. Runner Spadafora stays at first.
Fantastic. Hunter Carnes.
Another snug one.
From 0-2 to 3-2. NIU. Just don't expand often. No action going on here with the lefty Whited on the mound. Really good pickoff move. And there it is.
Hard ground ball, one hop. Over to second, McCauley the turn. How about the dig by Barrett?
No such thing as a routine play in the game of baseball. And I tell you what, you cannot stress the importance enough of having a first baseman who can really D it up. This is a routine double play ball, and it's yanked by McCauley, and his guy over at first base, Ben Barrett, says, I haven't played here in a long time, but I'm starting to get used to it again. Nice play, 6-4-3, double play.
Just the second time Caden Robertson has grounded into a double play all season.
Sharply hit.
Ivan Dahlberg with a 1-0. 8th batter in the order for Northern Illinois. This is the guy who, for the Huskies, time and time again has provided big hit after big hit this season.
Yep. Controls the strike zone extremely well. Also, 49 walks on the season. 2 away from tying the NIU record for 51.
Pretty healthy cut. Back it goes for a foul ball in strike 2.
Not trying to walk on that swing. That was a healthy hack, up and in. Got in just enough.
Northern Illinois went 6-1 throughout the conference season against both Kent State and Miami of Ohio. And a foul tip keeps Dahlberg alive. Good thing, because I was going to finish a point there. 6-1 against top teams Kent State and Miami of Ohio in their own conference, the MAC. Ivan here, 2 game-winning hits in the series against Miami. One of them was a walk-off grand slam.
Clutch gene.
Again taps it foul with 2 strikes.
Making pitches is Cooper Whited and battling. Ivan Dahlberg. 6th pitch of the AB.
Breaking ball got away from Whited. I don't know how that didn't hit Dahlberg.
Well, he moved his head just in time, and it's the last spot you ever want to get hit. Get down, man. You got the bat out of the way, too.
Yeah, right. Wiley, the Wiley veteran move.
You got that right.
Taken outside, now a full count. This will be pitch number 8 to Dahlberg.
Once again, Whited way ahead, and once again, these NIU hitters finding a way to get it to a 3-2 count.
2 in a row for the Huskies. 4th of the game. And that time it hit him.
They'll let that one hit him.
Well, as we look elsewhere over on the West Coast, other news, St. Mary's walks it off against UCLA and eliminates the #1 overall seeded Bruins in 10 innings.
Wow. Makoa Sniffen. RBI walk-off single, and the #1 overall seed goes down. 2nd #1 national seed.
High fly ball. Quick turn on it. And it's foul into the bleachers. St. Mary's had a 2-out single to tie it in the 9th that kept the game going. Then expanded it to extra innings. They take care of business in the 10th. That's who defeated UCLA initially to get them to the bottom part of the bracket. Wow.
Crazy.
A stunner.
2nd #1 national #1 overall seed, not to make it to the regional final. The only other one, Vandy.
Last year.
Yep. And it's now a trend.
Yeah,
You don't want to be the #1 overall national seed.
Ball taken by Charlie Parcell. And it's 2-1. Yeah, one more year of that, and we can officially call it a streak, right?
Yeah. Good D.
Wouldn't that be something?
Uh-huh.
Check back in a year from now.
Will do. We'll be right here.
Parcell, no contact. It's 2-2.
Cooper Whited at 48 pitches. Remember, Florida State, winner of this game, needs to go on tomorrow and beat St. John's twice. Florida State also looking for some length out of Cooper. Trey Beard used up earlier today.
Another foul ball with 2 strikes. It's what Northern Illinois does.
Both of these teams, no question. Their goal, find a way to get into the bullpen. Let's turn this into a bullpen game. 12 pitchers used for Northern Illinois. Florida State's gone through them as well.
Hard ground ball over to first base. Barrett vacuums it and steps on the bag. That's a 0 on the board for the Huskies in the second. The real fun just getting started.
Run straight for the breakaway.
The celebration is on. You know what comes after regionals, Dev? Supers. And then that rolls into the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. A look at the bracket as it stands. It's the Tuscaloosa Regional on your left, Tallahassee Regional on your right. These are the finals. Alabama, Oklahoma set to square off. Oklahoma State, forgive me, set to square off in Tuscaloosa. Alabama is yet to lose, so the Cowboys got to win 2 against Bama. Winner of this one's going to go on to face St. John's and will need 2 victories.
June 12th, College World Series starts, Super Regionals. So fun. 3-game series with everything on the line, everything you work for all year long. Omaha, Nebraska. Best 8.
One and one to Brody DeLamielleure, the leadoff batter for Florida State, and he sends another one into the air into left field. This time it's caught. Wyatt Walrow is there. So 1 away.
Just off the end of the bat. I really think Carter Cox has thrown the ball extremely well today. You got to give a lot of credit to these Florida State hitters. They've made the adjustments. He's locked in on that glove side into these right-handed hitters. They've just done a great job making adjustments, whether it's getting the head out early in the count or taking your knock the other way with 2 strikes.
First pitch swinging. Hunter Carnes with an 0-1. Man, look at that crowd.
It's one of, if not the best fan bases in all of college baseball.
Now 1-1. The fly ball by Brody DeLamielleure. Remember last game, St. John's, all 9 of their leadoff batters in the tops of innings reached base safely. Florida State started 2 for 2 in that regard. So we had 11 straight visiting team leadoff batters reach.
Yeah. Well, the trend is broken. Oh, look at the crowd. Air ball.
Man,
they don't stop,
these
man.
These fans are ruthless.
The animals up here to our right, not too far, they are relentless.
Over to shortstop. Mishandled initially. Sandy recovers well, though, and gets a throw just in time over to Baldwin at first.
And no pictures in the scorecard. 6-3, eats him up just a bit, stays with it, moves his feet quickly, fires a strike over to first, and a little bit similar there. Glove just gets a little lazy, letting it come to you, go ahead and attack it, but he finishes the play, 6-3.
What's the expression? They don't ask how, they ask how many.
Amen. Shoot.
First pitch, a ricochet off of Cox. It's right to Sandy, and they get another out.
Wow.
1-6-3 that time, and it's an 8-pitch top of the third for Carter Cox, although it maybe smarted a bit.
Shot. He's okay, he bounced off the mound, he's good. Under control, 1-6-3, just like Northern Illinois drew it up. Yeah, he's fine. Come on now.
Through 2.5 in Tallahassee, elimination game between Florida State and Northern Illinois, and the Seminoles head coach Link Jarrett is now with us. Link, we heard you in the postgame earlier today mention that you guys didn't care if it was 1 a.m. when your number was called to play this next game. It didn't quite make it that late, thankfully. But you got to be happy with the way your guys have responded, man. They came out with the bats going.
I'll tell you this, these guys will show up and fight. Now, it hasn't been flawless, but walking out here to compete, they love it, and you can tell. Hasn't been flawless, and we know that. We've dealt with a lot this year, but the fight and the want-to that these guys have to play and compete, it sure stands out.
Big-time atmosphere, Link. Appreciate the time.
Yes, it is.
Good
Fans
luck.
have been great. Keep it going, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Northern Illinois back to the plate. And Cooper Whited continues to toss as that one lifted to left field by Wyatt Warrow. And it's snagged by John Stutzer.
2 pitches in and out. Whited needs a quick inning here. 25 pitches coming into this inning per inning. And Link Jarrett, I just hate to continue to talk about him, but the job that he's done this year has just been so impressive. I mean, you look up and down the lineup, and it's not many gaudy numbers anywhere, and people like to make their gripes about this club. Winners win, and Link has done nothing but win everywhere he's been. Impressive. Maybe his best coaching job of his entire career.
former player here at Florida State under the legendary Mike Martin. It's a responsibility, not that he didn't take it seriously at any of his other stops, UNC Greensboro, Notre Dame, but it's got a special meaning to him to do well in this job here at Florida State.
Certainly. Spent 4 years here, grew up in Tallahassee, All-American here at Florida State, and he gets to come back home where it all started for him. Look at this tree.
One of 4 former Mike Martin players, now head coaches in the ACC, with the recent naming of Chris Hart to be the head coach at NC State following the retirement of Elliott Avent. Little tapper back to the mound. Whited spins and throws. Nice play to retire Cole Smith.
ACC Coach of the Year in year 1, my former college roommate, teammate for 3 years at Florida State, James Ramsey. So happy for him and his crew. Man, oh man, I would never want to have to pitch against Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, but 11, look at this. And the winningest coach in college baseball. I can go on and on about all the great things about this man, all the things I learned, but I tell you what, the most important thing that I learned from Mike Martin, and I'm certain that everybody else that's listening had an opportunity to know him, play for him, coach beside him. It was always bigger than baseball, and it was always about treating people with respect and doing right by others and presenting yourself in a good way. And I miss him, and I'm so grateful for him. And he left college baseball and Florida State, and me and so many others, better people. So for that, we're all just grateful. Carol Martin, his wife, I'm sure she's listening. She still comes back to a ton of games. Wonderful woman. I know she's proud as well. And I hope I get to see her soon. Great woman.
Everybody stops you and says, hey here, so I'm sure she will at some point.
Yeah.
That's
Except some people.
Listen,
Gotta be
Devin
careful.
Travis does not have enemies. Chill with that.
You'd be surprised. Don't check Twitter.
1-2 taken by Nolan Sandy, and that's a close call. 2-2.
Nolan Sandy controls the strike zone just like last at bat. He laid off those marginal pitches, but it was a fastball that they snuck in, dotted down and away. And be ready for it now.
Whited with 2 strikes, and that is turned on by Sandy, but foul. How about a flashback, Dev?
Oh, man. Homer?
Woo-hoo!
I didn't even know I can hit those. Quick hands, though, baby. You know, those
Yeah,
short
you-
arms don't come in.
Look at that.
Yep, careful, lefties. Then find the win. Good memories. Good memories. Thanks, Jeff.
Another 2-2. Fouled back. Sandy stays alive. We got this, I don't know who brought it, but I think it was upon the news of you being in the booth too. An old copy from February 2012 of the Tallahassee Democrat.
Yeah.
You and some teammates on the cover here. Should I turn this, Jeff, to the camera? Hold on, we'll wait till after this pitch. Sandy fouls away another. All right, so you see this, right?
Just put it high enough to cover my.
There you go.
Yeah, there
this
you
is-
go.
That's him right there.
Oh, who's that guy? Golden
Handsome
gloves.
guy.
Yep.
Handsome guy.
Maybe he used to be. Don't look now.
He's hardly aged.
Hey, that was a good infield, though. Jace Boyd, man, he was fantastic. Sherman Johnson is the best man at his wedding. Great guy. And Cooper Whited is absolutely locked in and a great response this inning. He needed a quick one and got it.
8th pitch, strikes out the third batter that Cooper Whited sees. He's dealing. It's a 1-2-3 frame, and Florida State hanging on to a 3-2 lead. Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Big time atmosphere here in Tallahassee for an elimination game between the hosting Florida State Seminoles and the Northern Illinois Huskies, who are actually the home team in this game. So kind of half hosting Florida State. Ben Barrett looks at a breaking ball from Carter Cox for the first pitch, and it's an 0-1 count.
Took 1-2-3 inning last inning. That Carter Cox settling in nicely.
Quick 0-2 to Ben Barrett, who ripped a single on the first pitch he saw his first time up. It's now 32 of 49 for strikes for Carter Cox, make it 32 of 50. Look at this, everybody in attendance. Issa Torres, star of the FSU softball team.
She went on a crazy run. I don't remember the specifics. I remember we were at Wake Forest, but it was like 23 for 23 at one point. I don't care if it's T-ball. To get that many hits in a row is incredibly impressive, and to do it in the ACC, wow.
Wave and a miss. Barrett down on strikes for the first away for Florida State.
Yeah, nice pitch. There's the changeup. Haven't seen a ton of them today. It's been a lot of fastballs to the glove side and ripping the slider away from lefties into righties. That's well located there down in the zone. Sneaks into the inner half of the plate. Gets the swing and miss, and that's his first strikeout of the day with a strikeout pitch, the changeup.
Brings up Gabe Frazier. Single and a run scored so far. One plate appearance in for the Seminole shortstop. And he tried to drop a bunt, but put it off his leg. So a foul ball, 0-1.
Tried to do it again, left on left. It is a good time to go for the push bunt. Go ahead and bring it with you. You got the lefty falling off the rubber to the third base side, which opens up everything on the right side of the mound.
One moved from the zone to outside of it, 1-1. Breaking ball escapes the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's featuring 2 different breaking balls today. The big curveball in the mid-70s, not a pitch he goes to a ton. And the slider from 79 into the low 80s.
Frazier watches as it evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Left on left changeup. He is featuring absolutely everything, and what that means is he feels pretty good.
A lot of close takes this weekend.
It's just key. It really is. It's key. Those are the pitches early on in the season Florida State was expanding on. Look at strikeout numbers. They may be elevated. Big reason is what happens before 2 strikes.
Blistered but foul. Still a full count for Frazier.
Didn't you find that fascinating when Link mentioned that? The strikeout numbers elevated. Hey! Luke Laux. Got Florida State together. That was my buddy. All the celebrities in Tallahassee, huh? Darren Vaught.
Foul ball. Big Frazier.
But Link, you mentioned, before 2 strikes was, in his belief, a big reason why the strikeout numbers were elevated, right?
Yeah,
like it's those 1-1 pitches that flipping at bat from 1-2 to 2-1. I believe that's the count where at bats have like the biggest difference between the 1-2 and 2-1 count. Florida State doing better here tonight.
3-2 drifts outside, maybe a little high there as well. 8-pitch walk for Gabe Frazier.
And there you have it again. Up a little bit off the plate, but it's competitive, and that's a pitch early on in the season Florida State was expanding on. Great at bat by Gabe.
Runner on with one away for Carter McCulley. It's the 23rd walk issued by Northern Illinois in this regional.
6 hit by pitches. I said 9 earlier. It's 6.
In their defense, first free pass of this game.
Yeah, and that is huge. Walks, hit by pitches, free passes. Not in the postseason. Not ever.
Left outside. McCulley 0 for 1, grounded out to the pitcher, but it drove in a run his first time up. Big swing at it. McCulley with 2 strikes.
Here's that sneaky fastball.
Northern Illinois showing up for the moment. And it's pulled foul, 1-2. Ryan Copeland told us earlier today, he's like, my guys aren't trying to lose this 1-0 game to St. John's. But in the event that we do, they're excited about the opportunity to play Florida State with all of Florida State's fans here making noise as the opposition.
That makes sense. You come down to the Tallahassee Regional, by no means were they looking to lose that game, but especially in the fashion in which they lost, bring your juices back up playing in front of a full crowd.
It's been a minute. A little pickoff move just to remind Gabe Frazier that Carter Cox still realizes he's over there.
Yeah, 6 for 7 in stolen bases this year, Gabe Frazier. And you do steal against a left-handed pitcher. It is on first move in today's game.
2-2. And now a full count to Carter McCulley.
This could be a time where they start the runner. Would be more like a run and hit, not a hit and run. Just trying to stay out of the double play if this ball's put on the ground. See what Link decides to do.
Swing and a miss. It's a delay. Frazier tripped up. Now in a rundown that doesn't last long. Strike him out, throw him out. And it retires the side.
Link chose to go with it. It's more like a run and hit. You got a lefty on the mound. You're not looking to get a great jump. In all reality, it's just starting the runner. You're betting on the fact that your hitter will protect the runner. He'll put the ball in play or it's ball 4. No, sir.
Really good game brewing here in Tallahassee in win-or-go-home fashion. Florida State 3, Northern Illinois 2. And the head coach of the Huskies, Ryan Copeland, now joins us. Look, after the game earlier today, you said our guys will be ready for this one. They came out swinging those 2 runs in the first inning. They've looked good so far.
Yeah, I like where we're at. Carter settled in, made some really good pitches here. Great throw there by Ivan. We threw the 1 punch there in the first inning, but we got to get going a little bit here. Try to get the starter here before we get to the bullpen.
Coach, after that game, you had a quick meeting with your guys. I'm not asking you to tell us everything, but It looked like whatever your message was really paid off this game. How proud are you of this club with everything they've been through this year to be in this moment?
Yeah,
in Tallahassee?
couldn't be more proud. I told them that our toughness, our resilience, our resolve has gotten us to where we're at. We're going to have to rely on that against a really good ball club in Florida State.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You're locked up in a one-run game. Good luck, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
Gavin Baldwin, a 2-run home run for his first hit of the regional earlier today as the leadoff batter for the Huskies, and he takes high, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, Ryan Copeland's awesome. He is great. He's poised, under control. The moment never seems too big. He's got his players back. It's got to be a ton of fun playing for him.
Baldwin leaves it outside, 2-0. 16th home run of the season for Gavin Baldwin. Back in the first inning, that was the big blow early. Big swing on a 2-0, and he fouls it back.
He took a shot on that one. They're trying to get down underneath his hands, and if you don't, yeah, this happens. Big, strong guy, long arms. He gets extended. He will make you pay. That's 8 home runs in May. If you're going to go in there, you better get all the way in.
Whited stays away from the strike zone there, and it's 3-1.
How about that? 28 of 54 of his hits for extra bases. When he gets hits, it's damage.
Driven to the other way, back toward right. It is up and out of here. Backside bomb for the second of the game, and Gavin Baldwin ties it back up at 3.
Wow.
X factor, right?
I mean, wow. 9 home runs in May. You said the last day, month, I think.
Yep.
Wow. The game plan was to go in and get in underneath his hands. And man, the scary part about going in on power hitters is if you miss at all over the plate, they just make you pay. And that's 2 mistakes today to Baldwin and 2 home runs, 3 RBIs.
First multi-home run game of the season for Gavin Baldwin. Could not have picked a finer time.
And hitless coming in to this game here in this regional, having an incredible May. It's felt like a matter of time, and the time is this elimination game versus the Noles.
Getting some love from the Huskies starting pitcher Carter Cox prior to a Micah Posey mound visit for Florida State. Cooper Whited, by the way, through his 69th pitch. That's the one that got out of here for Baldwin just a moment ago. That tied his season high. So he's at a new season high, 71 pitches.
And right on the cue, Chris Kinnear getting going. He has had a tremendous year for the Noles. Do it all role. He's closed out ball games, provided Leaf in the middle of games. And this one looks like that's what it's going to be. Has the ability to stretch out in the Noles. They're going to need it. It seemed like Cooper Whited going to have much more left in the tank. Just 3 hits for Northern Illinois, D. Just 3. And 2 of them by the man that just left the yard. He's provided all 3 runs for the Huskies. It's been good. Cooper's been good. And Micah Posey's been great all season long. He has called a tremendous game.
Waved out to right center field, and it's snagged by Braden Dowd, so Marcus Romero retired. Good mound visit, right? That's what that means.
Yeah, productive. He got it in just enough. That is the key. If you're going to go in, you got to make sure you get it all the way in there. Saw that stat, 4.07 ERA, 12th in all of Division I baseball. Think about the year Wes Mendez had. Trey Beard transferring over. And more. Sunday guy.
Whited misses the strike zone against Vinny Spadafora. 1-0 the count. Spadafora single his first time up. Inside corner.
Left on left changeup. 74 total pitches, 44 strikes. It's about where he wants to be at.
Now 2-1. The question is, how much longer do they extend him? Knowing that this deep into a regional, every out can make a huge difference.
Certainly.
It's too far inside, 3-1.
It looks like he is starting to run out of steam. They're looking for an intriguing sign to be able to stay with him here. If things start to look like, I don't like it, Link, go grab his guy out of the bullpen.
And that's ball 4.
Very well, might be the last pitch we see from Cooper Whited tonight. We'll see.
Spadafora reaches for the second time in as many appearances at the plate.
And here comes the delay. Chris Kinnear will be coming in this ball.
That was just the first walk for Whited. He did hit a batter earlier.
He threw the ball very, very well tonight. And I don't mean to say past tense, but this delay normally means Carnsley's going to stay out there for as long as possible until Kinnear's ready, and Kinnear's ready because here comes Micah Posey.
There's the call. It'll be Chris Kinnear on in relief here in the bottom of the 4th. A tie game at 3-3 in a winner-go-home matchup. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. That's Chris Budden, Chris Burke, Mike Rooney today, sometimes Matt Schick as well.
Scan it.
Get on it, Squeeze Play. They'll drop you in and out of every college baseball regional game that you could possibly want to see, and they can kind of select, pick and choose the moments so you don't miss important things. We got a good one here, bottom of the 4th inning. Florida State, Northern Illinois in an elimination game, and Chris Kinnear on to pitch for Florida State.
Chris Kinnear, outside of Johnny Abraham, this is the MVP of this bullpen. He has come on in big situations all year long and done nothing but get big outs, and it's a big out at the plate right now. 6-3 RBIs from Caden Robertson. Fastball with life, sneaky, deceptive, up in the zone. He gets swing and miss, 2 different breaking balls and a split change. He's at it.
High fly ball, Robertson out to center field. Braden Dowd lost it, and it drops down. Everyone's safe. Spadafora to first. Robertson, or Spadafora from first to second. Robertson's at first.
This is the toughest time to see baseballs, and this happens all the time in the game of baseball. Sun goes down, ball goes up above the lights, and you just can't see it. And right away, you saw him. He said, I can't see it, I can't see it, I can't see it. And he could not see it. That's a single, first and second. One out. Let's see if the Huskies can capitalize.
Ivan Dahlberg trying to hold back the swing, but he's around for an 0-1.
This time of night, man, it's just so tough.
We've had odd cloud formations all weekend, too. Down into the turf, 1-1 to Dahlberg.
Nice job, Hunter Carnes. The ball just like
Yeah, look at it. That could be 1,000 baseballs up there, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is sometimes impossible.
Beautiful pitch. Kinnear gets a swing and miss. It's 1-2.
That is nasty. Slider. 10 for 26 with runners in scoring position this weekend for the Huskies.
Kinnear with 2 strikes. That one's lined out to center field. Down. Saw that one. It's a catch for the out.
Well. How about you, Braden Dowd? I guess you just wanted to make a SportsCenter Top 10 nominee play. Yeah, it's not about what happens to you. It's all about how you respond, Hunty. Check this out right here. It's low, it's below the lights. He saw that ball pretty well. Great first step. Yeah, Braden Dowd. That's making up for it.
Tie game at 3 runs apiece as we make our way into the 5th here in Tallahassee. Diving catch by Braden Dowd in center field prior to the break, and then a toss in because the runner from second did not tag up. First pitch swinging. It's Cal Fisher. He goes the other way, and it's a fly ball shy of the track for a quick 1-away. So here's the play again that retired the side in the last half inning.
Just a great jump. That's incredible. It's the postseason. That ball falls, gets by him. Everybody's still running. 2 runs scored. Braden Dowd. Guys, check this out. It's on the ground. Full extension. Hat gone, so what? Nice play. Remember that play. Remember that play as this game goes on. It's a game of small margins in the postseason. That's a big one there.
Another first pitch swing for the Seminoles. John Stutzer fouls it. He's 2 for 2. Double and a run scored in the first, and then he drove in a run with a single in the second.
He is getting better and better with every pitch he sees.
Driven out to center field. Wandering back and turning for the catch, Charlie Parcell reels it in.
3 quality at-bats for Stutzer, but more importantly, Carter Cox still on the mound and looking to have a quick inning. Depth and length here from Carter Cox, and yeah, he's delivering. He looks great.
Here's Dowd, who made the incredible catch. That makes up pretty well for losing that ball in the sky. Actually, on the doubling up at second base, he got Caden Robertson, the guy who reached, due to his not being able to find that in the sky. So that worked out well for Braden.
Great response by Braden Dowd, looking to extend this inning. Carter Cox up 0-2 again, looking for a quick one.
Well outside, 1-2. Still just 6 pitches this side for Carter Cox.
Important for him this inning.
On the ground, right side, and it found a hole. So Dowd holds up with a 2-out single.
That's huge. Extend the inning.
Now it's Brody DeLamielleure time. RBI double his first time up. He's 1 for 2, and Ivan Dahlberg with a visit out to the mound.
DeLamielleure, 2 good swings against Carter Cox so far. Just a moment, a little quick breather, let someone in the bullpen maybe get tossing a little bit. A nice game plan for DeLamielleure.
Carter Cox at 74 pitches. Again, he threw in the opening game 37 pitches on Friday.
His last 3 innings, just huge, cutting down his pitch total. First 2 innings, 39 pitches. Length. They needed it today. They need a little bit more now.
First pitch to DeLamielleure, catches the edge of the strike zone. Got to think about those 37 pitches 2 days ago for Cox, too. He closed out what resulted as a 2-run game. Pretty high-stress pitches.
Yes, sir.
Breaking ball in there, and a quick 0-2 to DeLamielleure.
Whatever that meeting was about, it's worked pretty well so far. Up 0-2 early. Knowles with 2 strikes have been pretty good overall today.
Two outs, 2 strikes. Cox, a throw over to first.
Good idea there, 0-2 count. Braden Dowd, a perfect 10 for 10 in the stolen base category this year.
Chopped over to third. A running start, the glove, the throw. Spadafora gets him with the toss across, and it's the side retired in the top of the 5th. Elimination game here in Tallahassee as we get ever closer to punching someone's ticket to the Super Regionals. Couple of those already secured spots. The 3rd national seed Georgia, 5th national seed North Carolina on their way to Super Regionals. But they hosted their regionals, Devin. Kentucky up a few late in Morgantown, potentially the first to advance from a regional that did not host said regional.
And the last 4 teams in, Kentucky Wildcats looking to take advantage of it.
Chris Kinnear remains on the mound for Florida State. A couple different looks, both looked at by Charlie Parcell, and it's 0-2. Ground ball to first base, he's 0 for 1.
Leadoff man's reached base. 2 out of 4 innings so far for the Huskies.
Chopped foul, still 1-2.
Bigger curveball there. Throws the tighter slider in the mid-80s. Change up and elevated fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Some preset grip. That split changeup he's worked on. Big reason he starts with that is it's the hardest grip to get to, so you start with the hardest grip and then you flip from there.
Up over top of the strike zone.
And another great at bat by a Husky, falling behind early. 3-ball count.
Nicked foul by Parcell. It's a couple of fouled away with 2 strikes.
Good battle. 8th pitch of the at bat on the way.
A swipe and no contact. Parcell strikes out.
Reaches back there for a big fastball. You do not want to walk the leadoff batter, especially the 9-hole hitter. He gets swing and miss on that fastball. Yeah, it's big time spin up in the zone. About 22.5 inches of IVB, induced vertical break. That means that the ball just doesn't seem to come down for hitters. You got to feel like you're swinging a ball 2, maybe 3 balls above. If not, it's by you.
Back to the top of the order and a swing and a miss for Wyatt Waro. 0 for 2. He's riding a 26-game on-base streak.
He got robbed in the first inning. Rocket shot.
Big over the top breaking ball for Kinnear, and it's 1-1. Close take, 2-1.
Great take.
Waro, a true freshman, on-base percentage of .476 this year. And he can't hold back there. That's strike 2.
It's the 2-1 slider. Waro sold out to the heater. And yeah, that's the hardest call to make in baseball is a check swing, and that is correct.
Real time, I didn't think he went. No. Attempted a swing there, and it's a full count now.
Another full count.
Fouled away.
7th pitch of the at bat on the way. 8 pitches the bat prior.
On the ground, first base side. Barrett knocks it down, underhanded toss. Kinnear covering, wins the race.
Just in time. Ground ball right side, you always got to get over. PFP, something Florida State. I think Jarrett Micah Posey work on extremely well. That's a hard hit ball, spins away from Barrett, under control. Chris Kinnear does his job, stays inside. Textbook.
I mentioned it to you off the air when Kinnear was warming up. His walkout music, it's a song.
You were digging it.
It's a song called New Noise by a band called Refused, okay? And I don't expect anybody to know what that is. But if you've watched The Bear, the television show, it's kind of the when stuff hits the fan overture. They use it over and over in the series. It's a perfect fit for a reliever like Kinnear because he's kind of like, he's the fixer. It's like, uh-oh, stuff's getting tense. The plot is thickening. We need somebody to clean the mess up.
You need help? Call Chris. He has been fantastic this entire season. The Bear.
If you take one thing from our time together this weekend, take a recommendation of watching The Bear.
I'm on it.
Okay?
Bad movie watcher, but I do listen to Darren. Yes, sir.
It's a pretty, I'm not going to say it's a quick watch, but you get sucked in. You can binge in a hurry. High fly down the right field side. And into the bleachers, foul. So 2-2 for Cole Smith.
Just another great at bat, spoiling pitches. These Huskies. They battle.
Smith doesn't take the bait, full count.
3 ball counts, 3-2 counts.
Out of play, and another 3-2 coming. Full counts for all three batters that have stepped up for Northern Illinois. And Kinnear gets all three.
It is a battle. Huskies, Noles, fans, dancing. Yeah. Great ball game.
Big day around the country in regional action. 10 SEC teams reach regional finals. It's the most by any conference in tournament history. Little Rock, Milwaukee, and earlier here in Tallahassee, St. John's began at 2-0. It's the most 4 seeds since the tournament expanded. to start 2-0. Landon Hairston ejected and out tonight for Arizona State. We saw Trey Phelps ejected earlier in the day, I believe, for Georgia as well. A couple of star players for their respective teams. 3-3 game and an elimination game here in Tallahassee as Hunter Carnes has a 1-1 as the leadoff man in the top of the 6th for Florida State. Florida State, remember, the away team in this particular game. Reach and strike 2.
And Carter Cox still just dealing. First 2 innings, Florida State had their leadoff man on. Both scored. Last 3 innings, none of them.
Second time today, Cox has got an air ball chance.
They don't miss a pitch.
Carnes swings and misses. It requires a throw from Dahlberg. That's the first away. Third strikeout for Cox.
Third strikeout in as many innings. That changeup, it's starting to work. To the righty, comes out, looks like a heater, just dives. That is a nasty pitch. Carter Cox, he just looks good, continuing to provide length. It was much needed for the Huskies tonight.
(2-0) to Nate Schmela. Couple of ground balls and 2 plate appearances so far. Big swing, it's swatted out to deep center field. Back to the track, a leap, and it's pulled in by Parcell.
Great play. Great first step. Parcell runs it down all the way on the track. 2-0 count, fastball elevated. That's where Schmela likes him. As soon as it left the bat, he's like, oh yeah, and Parcell's like, not today.
Two away and an 0-1 count to Ben Barrett.
Nice job behind the plate right there by Dahlberg. Early on, it was a lot of fastball, slider, curveball, not many changeups, and it's flipped over the last 3 innings, and he's been good.
That one's a rocket into the gap left center field. It's down for Barrett on his way to second. Here comes the throw. Barrett dives. He's in with a double.
Yeah, Ben Barrett, second hit of the day. And can you make adjustments back to the pitcher? The changeup has been thrown more. That was the changeup right there. That one left up and out over the plate. You got 2 outs. If you have an opportunity, even a slimmer of a chance to get to second base with 2 outs, the importance of getting to scoring position, you take that chance all day. And this is a great job by Parcell. Well done, fields it cleanly, throws a dart into second base, but look at Ben Barrett. He never even slowed down for a second. It had to be a double, and it was.
2 out, man in scoring position for the Seminoles. And Gabe Frazier is the batter. 1 for 1, a walk and a single so far. Called strike. Looked like maybe Frazier took some issue with it.
He didn't like that one. Asked the umpire, hey, is that as far as you're going? Yeah, it is. Okay, thanks.
Can't connect 0-2.
Yeah, right back to it. Carter Cox in rhythm right here.
Top shelf. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Three sliders in a row.
Cox now into the 90s with his pitch count. That hit Frazier.
Ow.
It's another wrist shot. We saw NIU's Gavin Baldwin get hit with one of those earlier today.
Yeah, and he hit himself 2 times in the head. To add to it, that is extremely, extremely painful, and it looks like Gabe Frazier's okay. And when you're down 1-2 against a tough lefty and Carter Cox, who's been dealing, as much as it hurts, you will take that if you're a Florida State player. And yeah, there it is.
Carter McCulley now the batter. Clean slate, and it's a first pitch strike on a breaking ball for Cox.
Runners in scoring position today for the Noles. 2 of 7. 2 outs, they're 3 for 7.
Yanked foul. Again, a breaking ball from Cox. You mentioned it earlier. It feels like that's what he's leaning on heavily as we get closer to the end of his outing.
Yeah, it's really just been everything, right? Like he's mixed everything in just what seems like the right time, and in these crucial moments, he's had the ability to work ahead. Here, 0-2.
Left alone by McCulley.
Ooh, he wanted that one. McCulley, how didn't you offer it? That one, nice take. Change up and away. Try to go to the back foot here with the breaking ball.
Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Cox gets a backwards K to retire the side in strand 2.
And he's fired up, and yeah, rightfully so. That was a changeup right there. It looks like it had some cutting action. Carter Cox, big moments. Yeah, baby.
Welcome to Squeeze Play. All the highlights, all the big moments.
Got a chance to have some big-time fireworks.
6 to 8 games on the screen at one time.
You're going to be locked in for that.
The season on the line.
Hashtag Squeeze Play. Send us some tweets. Maybe we'll put you on the social wall.
The storybook season will continue.
Best time of the year, regional action all across college baseball. Nolan Sandy, the leadoff batter for Northern Illinois, fouls away the first pitch. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts looking.
Both on fastballs. Cooper White and Sandy. Happy to see a righty in there now.
It's Chris Kinnear. Hurls it in for a 1-1. Kinnear had full counts against all 3 batters he faced last inning in the 5th. Got all 3 of them out, couple of Ks. Drops that in for strike 2.
Chris looks sharp. Landing his soft stuff. A lot of competitive pitches. Northern Illinois hitters, they have not gone away easy.
Foul ball, and still a 1-2 for Sandy. Gavin Baldwin in the on-deck circle. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs.
And the goal is for him to come up with no one on base.
Marcus Romero behind him. He hit 2 homers in their game earlier today.
So they're both feeling pretty good. Romero with a nice swing out the center field last at bat.
Another foul ball.
Is such a good pitch with 2 strikes, and that is such a great job just finding a way to stay alive. Chris Kinnear goes back to it here just a little bit lower. You have Sandy in swing mode.
Sandy non-committal, but he did not come around. An appeal of the swing over to third base umpire Shaler Smith says no.
That is so good, and they tried it. They tried it. Bounce the breaking ball. Is he in swing mode? No, sir. Great call, great take. Evens it up at 2-2.
Pitch number 7 to Sandy, and he whiffs.
Chris Kinnear has looked pretty good today, and he's not excited to see Mr. Baldwin coming up to the plate right now. 2 home runs, 4 hits on the night. Total for Northern Illinois. 1 to the pool side, 2-run bomb. How about Oppo? I got that juice in me too. Solo shot. And the 3 runs tonight have all come from Mr. Gavin Baldwin. Big key for the Noles. No one on base here. Big key for the Noles is you better not make a mistake because he's seeing the ball well.
Sees it just off the outside there, 1-0.
And they're going back out over the plate again. Coastal Carolina lived underneath his hands. St. John's lived underneath his hands. Today it's been out over the plate and not a good result for the Noles.
Kinnear finds the strike zone, 1-1. It's the 2nd career multi-home run game for Baldwin. He had 3 in a game at Miami of Ohio in March of last year. And he comes around there for strike 2.
That is just nasty. If you're sitting at home looking and you go, how do you swing at that pitch? Chris Kinnear has a high spin fastball, and Gavin Baldwin seeing the ball well. He's ready to fire. And comes out, looks like a fastball, and just goes straight down.
Kinnear spins it.
Tried for it again. Nice take and adjustment. Gavin.
Reaches and can't connect. Consecutive strikeouts for Kinnear.
Strike a guy out who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. That just lets you know how nasty Chris Kinnear is tonight. Look at that thing. I mean, it's tight on the plate until it's not. That is just filthy.
Kinnear has gotten 6 straight Northern Illinois batters, and he gets a swing and a miss from Marcus Romero.
Guys locked in like this, the only thing you can hope for is a mistake.
Close take, Romero makes it 1-1.
Yeah, good lead there.
Kinnear entered this game, gave up the single that was basically a fly ball, should have been an out to Caden Robertson. Since then, he's gotten everybody else out. Strike 2.
Back to the same pitch that time. Home plate umpire Adam Dowdy gives them a call. 1-2 again here. Couldn't strike out the side.
Two. That's been a setup for Kinnear, oddly, right? Because it's not a competitive pitch when he bounces it that far in front of the plate, but he's kind of used it to his advantage so far.
Yeah, a lot of times you throw a bad breaking ball and you go right back to it.
Appeal of the swing over to first. Romero did not go, and it's a full count.
That was extremely close. And I'm good with the call either way.
Yeah, not a ton of torque.
I'm good with that 3-2 count. Here we go.
Strike 3 on the outside corner. Chris Kinnear strikes out the side and ties a career high with 5 punch-outs.
Strikes out the side, struck out last 4 Husky hitters. He's feeling pretty good. The Noles need him big time tonight. He's been the fireman for this club. He's been a fireman so far tonight. More baseball left.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. We have a sensational game on our hands through 6 innings, 3-3 elimination game matchup between Florida State and Northern Illinois. Winner advances to the regional final, where that team would need to win 2 against St. John's. 9-1-2 in the order for Florida State, and an 0-1 count to Cal Fisher, with Carter Cox still on the mound.
He is just going and giving the Huskies way more than they could have asked for.
Fisher sends it to the opposite field and holds up at first. Good play by Charlie Parcell out there in center to keep it at a leadoff single.
Yeah, nice job there. No outs. You got to know you can make it if you're going to take a chance to go to second base. Good decision, leadoff single. And Cal Fisher continues to swing a hot bat. Look at Parcell. Hustling, cuts it off, fields it in throwing position, holds him to a single. Top of the order, John Stutzer, 2 knocks on the day. And a rocket line drive to center field. 4th time seeing Cooper Whiting.
Rupee breaking ball swung on and missed by John Stutzer.
Nice job there, breaking ball. The big slow curveball hasn't gone to it a ton as this game's progressed. Lands it.
Stutzer grounded to third. Throw to second and bobbled on the transfer They get the out, the force out at second, but no chance to turn two.
Yeah, Cal Fisher fighting for it at second base. Looked to me at first glance like the right call, and we will see. The umpires are going to talk about it now. That's on the transfer. That is the correct call, no question.
Deliberation between our four officials. Adam Dowdy behind the plate, Clint Fagan, Matt Anderson, Shaler Smith.
Florida State has challenged the out call at second place. This play will be under review.
Should be a quick one.
Call on the field is that it was on the transfer that the ball was dropped. So therefore, an out by force at second.
Second base umpire Matt Anderson was right in there on the play. Sharply hit ground ball, smooth under control, throws a dart to second base. And this should be quick, and it's going to be quick, and they made the right call.
Is out. Florida State will have one remaining challenge.
That wasn't even close.
Call on the field stands.
But the Noles do replace Cal Fisher on first base with a ton of speed and John Stutzer.
Brings up Braden Dowd. One out, one on. Stutzer back to the bag on a pickoff move. Misses to Braden Dowd.
And the fourth time through the lineup. Carter Cox. That was pitch 100 at the century mark.
Up and in, 2-0 to Braden Dowd. Cox has been 120 or more in an outing twice this year. Now, again, keep in mind, 2 nights ago, he threw 37.
I believe we will see 120 tonight. What an effort.
Slips the breaking ball in for strike one.
69 miles per hour, just flips it in there. Still gets some break. Lands it in the zone.
Pickoff throw.
Pickoff throw and a hitter's count, 2-1. Like that.
Two-one. Driven high into the air, down the line in right, and well fouled.
Long strike, going to that breaking ball again. Slow up. And as soon as he hit it, he goes, man, want that one back. 2-2.
Pitch 108 for Cox. Sweeps outside, full count.
Dowd singled. His last at bat with 2 strikes. Putting on a good at bat here. It's in 3-2, 1 out. Do the Noles. Attempt a little run and hit here with a guy that does not strike out a ton.
Stutzer goes down, pops it up into the air, onto the infield. Baldwin squeezes for the out. No chance to double it up.
I'm going to tell you this, though. If they throw this ball to second base, this will be a double play. And they were right on it. Yep. Ball up in the air. This is just the young freshman, John Stutzer. Not something that he probably has experienced a ton. We'll be able to take a better look in it.
He got to second. Stutzer touched to the bag at second and then tried to tag up after the ball was caught. So therefore, you can tag him up at second, which Northern Illinois successfully did.
Correct. If you round second base at all, you must retouch second base back on your way to first base. Just a young player. He'll learn from it. We'll get a look at it here. Ball goes up in the air. He's off on the pitch. He rounds second base here. If he holds his foot on the bag, he can then just bounce back. But he passes the bag, doesn't retouch it on the way back. Nice job by the NIU dugout. Alert and a big break. Huskies coming to bat.
Bottom of the 7th, Northern Illinois to the plate. We've been tied at 3 since the 4th inning. Chris Kinnear back out onto the mound for Florida State as he misses on the first delivery to Vinny Spadafora, the batter for the Huskies.
Spadafora, 1-for-1 with a walk. First time facing Kinnear today.
Kinnear, who has been excellent. He's tied a career high with 5 strikeouts, fanning the last 4 batters he's faced going back to the 5th. Now 2-1. Through the left side, Spadafora with his second knock. And the leadoff man is on for the Huskies.
That's some good hitting right there. Let's check out Chris Kinnear's day. Wow, comes in a jam, and he has done nothing but deliver. It's the best I've ever seen Chris Kinnear look. He has everything working, the fastball, the slider, the bigger curveball, the changeup when he needs it. 5 strikeouts today. His season high, 58 pitches against Pitt early on in the season. Excuse me, May 3rd, so this month, approaching that now.
Slicing foul for Caden Robertson. It's 0-1. Robertson, ground ball into a double play, just the 2nd time this season that's been the case for him. Followed that up with a single his 2nd time up, so he's 1 for 2. Weak chopper to shortstop. Frazier flicks it off the bag. The throw to first not in time either. Everybody's safe.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is about as routine of a double play ground ball as you possibly could have, and it looks like that was
That's the right call. Yeah, McCauley got pulled to the outside of the bag with the throw.
The state has challenged the safe call at second base. This play is under further review.
All right, Florida State with one challenge remaining uses it.
Woof.
Both on plays at second that were potential double plays.
So
this time defensively.
Oh, that is.
Oh. He's off the bag unless he comes back down on it.
Oh,
maybe.
You can't tell. It doesn't look like it. Looks like that was dirt.
Yeah.
This is going to be our look right here. So he is off the bag and never gets back. Wow. Second baseman Carter McCulley has been so great all year long, but on double play balls, and I know Link tells his players all the time, you always make sure of the first one. Speed it up after that first out is made, and that was an instant right there of McCulley trying to make sure he gains ground back off the bag to clear himself from the runner, and he doesn't. But I will say the runner at second base did not slide, so that could also be something that they're looking at here. That could be an automatic double play. I don't know if that's reviewable, but that runner does have to slide in that situation. So a lot going on here. That's why we have these umpires to figure it out. And our crew in Pittsburgh.
So here is an enhanced look at McCauley. The throw takes him up and off of the bag. Foot comes back down. Left foot never touches.
You'd have to take into account too is, does that rule apply if the out's not
he's
actually
off the line? Well, and he's off the line.
Yeah.
So there's no interference there really.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, if it's just a matter of where his foot lands, this seems pretty cut and dry, and this is taking a minute.
Yeah. I think that is the talk, though, D, and this is something that I should know, but I've never seen this play. You're right. That's definitely what they're talking about. It is as clear as day that he is off the bag. He is off the bag. His cleat does not ever slide back on the bag. It lands down on the dirt, not the bag. Oof. And the feed was fine. There's nothing wrong with that feed. It's a bit high, but McCulley's 6'5".
I mean, you think so? Because like if McCulley's going to stay on the bag, he kind of has to reach up and across his body.
Yeah, he's starting back before the ball is caught, and your key is make sure you stay on the bag, turn it to a first baseman.
After review, the runner at second base is safe. Florida State has 0 remaining challenges.
All right, so they keep the call as is.
And look at that, a little deke there from the shortstop. That's what Stutzer right there. That's high level, high IQ baseball. That's why Stutzer had no idea what was going on. He never peeked in to see where the contact happened. And a veteran at shortstop, and Nolan Sandy, well done. Will they bunt? Dahlberg.
First and second, Ivan Dahlberg squares and tips it foul.
Connor Collins is standing right there. Ouch! They choose to bunt him, and it's tipped, and that hurts extremely. bad. Oh, the heel of his hand.
Yeah, so not really the thumb. I mean, I guess there's a chance it could have pushed it back and maybe extended the thumb in an uncomfortable way, but
yeah, no, you're right. That looks like it was all the heel of his hand.
So 0-1 the count to Ivan Dahlberg. 0 for 1, a fly ball to center field his last time up. Was hit by a pitch before that. Squaring to bunt. Pulls away the bat head, and it's 1-1. Just one sacrifice laid down by Dahlberg all season.
Man, and this is a huge, huge at-bat here. Dahlberg's trying to set it up for Parcell.
There it's down. And Kinnear mishandles it. Dahlberg safe at first. Bases loaded.
A little bit of small ball. Dahlberg, the catcher, putting the pressure on the Florida State defense, and the wheels just seem to be falling off this inning. Defense coming back to bite the Noles this inning. The big key here, you just got to make sure you get one out, and Kinnear jumps off the mound. He's ready to fire, speeds himself up a bit, and Dahlberg hustles down the line. No chance for a play at first. Bases loaded, no outs.
Ninth batter in the order, Charlie Parcell, takes to a 1-0 count. Hitless tonight. He was Chris Kinnear's first of 5 strikeout victims back in the 5th. And here comes Mike Capozzi from the Florida State dugout.
Wow, madness for the Seminoles this inning. Leadoff single, an error, in an error. That's 3 errors tonight.
The leadoff single from Vinny Spadafora is the only ball to leave the infield. And it's no outs, bases loaded. With the way Kinnear was dealing prior to this inning.
Pitching, defense, 2 most important things in baseball, especially postseason baseball. The pitching's been great tonight and all season long for the Seminoles, and the defense, the question marks of this club, it's faltered them here in the 7th inning. Still a tie ball game, still bases loaded. Chris Kinnear on the mound with 5 strikeouts, tying the season high. And 1-0 count for Parcell, the 9-man in this lineup, ready to do damage.
Corners are in for Florida State. Parcell swings above it.
Say hitter here, you are full-blown attacking elevation. Anything down that starts down, let them have it, but you're shooting for something up in the zone.
Laced, squeezed, Barrett steps on the bag at first, that's 2.
Oh, as crazy as this inning has been and as bad as the defense has been, baseball is just a crazy game, man. An absolute rocket. This ball is smoked, and to no one other than Ben Barrett, the guy who was a 2-way guy and a pitcher for the last few years, and he's right there. What a huge break for the Seminoles. Not done yet if you're Chris Kinnear, but 1 out away from this place going crazy.
Kinnear hits Walrow. It looked like it was going to skip to the backstop and allow Northern Illinois to take the lead, but instead it loads the bases. That's best case scenario for the Seminoles.
You better believe it. That ball was headed to the backstop. No question, run scores there. Spadafora at third base, who can run, and just a yanked slider. Really the first really bad one of the night, and it does. It hits his front foot. Barbara awarded first base. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Now a big spot for Cole Smith and the Huskies. Carnes all over it. Spadafora stays put.
Great job behind the plate right there, Carnes.
These are the spots the Huskies have seemingly delivered on time and again. This weekend, 11 runs with 2 outs on the board.
Carnes might have got crossed up right there. The 2-0 count.
Kinnear hums it in for strike 1.
Gutsy pitch there, down 2-0.
Appeal of the swing over to first. Arms extended, the count 3 balls and 1 strike.
What a take, and that was close. Yeah, good call.
Kinnear misses down and away. Ball 4 walks in Northern Illinois' 4th run, and they take the lead.
And just a great veteran at bat by Cole Smith. Going to be it for Chris Kinnear tonight. That was a valiant effort. The defense this inning, it just went astray on the Noles, and the Huskies, you give a good club extra outs in the postseason late in a ball game and make you pay. 4-3 Northern Illinois. Here comes Purcell.
Let's recap how we got here, shall we? First inning, Florida State, the away team, gets an RBI double from Brody DeLamielleure. It didn't take long for Northern Illinois to recapture the lead or get their first lead, a 2-run home run by Gavin Baldwin. And a weak little swinging bunt. Florida State. A single stroked out into center field by John Stutzer. In the 4th, how about another home run? Gavin Baldwin goes to the opposite field this time. Solo home run, his 2nd of the evening. And then just now, another one tacked on for Northern Illinois, a bases loaded walk. It's their first lead since that bottom of the 1st, and the first Baldwin long ball.
Madness in the 7th inning. Absolutely. Madness for the Noles. And they turn to the junior, Brody Purcell. Firm downhill fastball into the mid-90s. Changeup, breaking ball. He's had to fill a big void with Johnny Abraham out the last 3 weeks or so. Ground ball guy when he's down gets swing and miss up in the zone. Huge situation here, and Chris Kinnear, I feel so bad for that young man after this outing. But it's baseball. Northern Illinois looking to add on.
Nolan Sandy looks at the first pitch from Brody Purcell for strike one. Purcell got the win in the game that was finished up earlier today, an elimination game for Florida State against Coastal Carolinas. This is his second outing of the regional. Now 1-1. Sandy 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts after reaching base safely in each of his first 7 plate appearances here at the Tallahassee Regional.
He's been real good. Tough night tonight. Big opportunity here.
Fouled away, and he's got a 1-2 count.
Yeah, a good pitch to hit right there. Breaking ball left up in the zone.
Bases loaded. 2 outs on that. In a flash, line drive double play over to Ben Barrett at first. He tagged up the runner. 1-2. Sandy lifts it high into right field. DeLamielleure is there, and the 3 runners are stranded. Florida State relinquishes the lead in the 7th, but it's just a 1-run game as we go to the 8th. After 7 innings, the book is closed on Northern Illinois starter Carter Cox.
Absolutely magnificent effort tonight by Carter Cox. 106 pitches, just 3 strikeouts, and this one right here was the big one. A double play on a fly ball to the first baseman Stutzer. Forgot to touch the bag on the way back, and he's happy, and it smiles for Northern Illinois because they're up 1 here in the top of the 8th inning.
Enter Danny Sahaki. It's the 2nd outing for his regional weekend. He threw 67 pitches in the game against Coastal Carolina.
After 37 pitches on Friday for Carter Cox, he delivered tonight. Now they flip the script to Danny Sahaki in the biggest moment of the season for the Huskies. It's a good fastball, sneaky. Swing and miss up in the zone. Good slider. Change up to left-handed hitters, but how can he respond? Bouncing back 2 days later, 67 pitches. Heart of the order up for the Noles, DeLamielleure.
3-4-5 for FSU, a combined 1 for 9 tonight. DeLamielleure looks at strike 1. Their only hit between the 3 of them, the RBI double by DeLamielleure here in the 1st inning. Sahaki leaves the breaker up top. And it's 1-1.
Leadoff man's reached base safely in 3 out of 7 innings. Needed now more than ever for the Noles.
A swipe at the breaking ball. DeLamielleure cannot connect.
3 in a row. probably another. You see his line, opening round versus Coastal Carolina, 2 1/3, 67 pitches.
And back for more with 2 strikes. Cannot bait DeLamielleure. 2-2 now the count.
4 in a row there, might as well try it again. You got to chase early or evens up the count, 2-2. It's like that's the pitch he's going to stay with throughout the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. It'll require a throw inside the baseline. Dahlberg throws a strike.
And he went back to it again, 5 in a row. DeLamielleure, free swingers, swinging the bat extremely well in the second half of the season. And he gets the chase and the swing and the miss. Big first out for the Huskies.
Hunter Carnes is 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up, but this is, of course, his first appearance facing Sahaki as the breaking ball drops in.
6 in a row.
Wide miss, 1-1.
7 in a row. Hunter Carnes, just a sophomore. There are times where hitters just sell out to soft. Will he do it now?
Another breaking ball. It's left up for a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Carnes the batter. Nathan Schmela on deck. The catchers who have platooned for the majority of the season for Florida State. Strike looking.
He goes with the fastball there, keeps him honest, gets the call, borderline as it gets. Nice job behind home plate by Dahlberg.
It appeared to catch Carnes by surprise. That's the first non-breaking ball from Sahaki, the 2-2. Tries it again.
That was 84. So that must have been a changeup pitch before. Right there was 92.
Yeah.
And 3-2 count. He showed him the fastball. Atari's going back to that breaking ball.
And it's fought off. Carnes was looking for it that time.
Ooh, and a good one to hit there up in the zone. Dahlberg's on him right away. Down. Got to get that down. Big, 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 big moment here in Tallahassee.
Pitch number 7 to Carnes. Off the mark, ball 4.
Yeah, great at-bat right there by Hunter Carnes. We do have Chase Williams in the dugout who can pinch run, and Schmela is in the game who can shift to catcher, but that makes it a bit of a disaster because the pitcher then becomes liable to hit. Interesting moment here. We'll see what Link chooses to do. He's going to stick with Carnes at first base, and I like that thought. Maybe if he's in scoring position. Tense moments.
Schmela 0 for 3. Sahaki misses with the first 1-0. Dropped in for strike 1.
Dotted on the black, good pitch.
Shoulder, and a 2-1 count for Nate Schmela.
3 fastballs thrown, has not landed one. It's been that breaking ball, the only pitch he's been able to get in the zone.
Into the air, foul territory, and out of play. So now a 2-2 to Nate Schmela, whose last hit came against Coastal Carolina In the segment of that game that was played yesterday, a double off the wall that tied it at 1 before Florida State got a solo shot from Cal Fisher that ultimately won it. Sahaki a 2-2. Shmela lays off.
That is a great take. That is a great stop behind the plate by Dahlberg. And we have a full count. 1 out. Shmela up. Carnes at first base. Not be starting the runner here. You do not want to run into a line drive double play. You got Cal Fisher, Barrett on deck with 2 knocks today.
Swung on and into the air, right field, foul into the bleachers.
And they did start the runner, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but Link's going to stay aggressive, and that's great. He's a lot smarter than me. I'm just up here guessing.
This will be the 7th pitch to Nate Shmela. Runner goes again. Shmela rips it into left center field. That's going to roll all the way to the track, into the wall. Extra bases. He's holding up at second. It brings in the runner and ties it at 4. Shmela comes through again with a game-tying RBI double.
Of course, you start the runner with Nate Shmela up to bat. 3-2 count. He's locked in. He's seen every single pitch. A slider, middle, down, and the senior transfer. Ivy League, big hit after big hit throughout his last 2 years here at Florida State, and none bigger than that one right there. Delivering Carnes, Shmela, the catchers. They swung it well all year, fired up Tallahassee. New ball game.
And a new runner at second as Chase Williams has entered the chat.
And there you have it.
First pitch fouled by Ben Barrett. He's 2 for 3, a double his last time up. 3 ties, 3 lead changes in this game. It has been a thriller.
What a ball game, and Chase Williams has speed that can run with anybody in the country, any sport. 1 out is the best time to steal third base. Barrett with 2 knocks today.
Barrett looks at a breaking ball for a quick 0-2.
Is a great pitch right there, dotted in the outer black. Ben Barrett, batting average continues to tick up, getting more comfortable. The more at bats he gets, more pitches he sees.
Two strikes, Sahaki. Barrett puts it on the ground. From short, bobbled. The throw to first is there, and it moves Williams, the base runner, to third.
Nice play out at shortstop by Sandy. Little bobble, stays with it, gets the job done. And the runner at third base. We've seen a ton of sliders today. Can't say it enough, the importance of getting a runner to third base with 2 outs. In a situation like this, the pitcher becomes a bit scared to bounce that breaking ball. Now, what I will say is with Dahlberg behind the plate, you can have a lot of trust in it, but it is in the back of Sahaki's mind.
Gabe Frazier's reached all 3 times he's come up tonight. He's got 1-0. A single, a walk, and was hit by pitch.
I'll tell you what, look at the third baseman, how far he is away from Chase Williams. Chase Williams can get far off that bag if it's even trickles 6 inches away. With that speed.
It's Rowdy and Hauser. And there's strike 1 to Gabe Frazier.
Yeah, nice pitch. 2-0 changeup, dotted, down in the zone. Not seen many fastballs. Fastballs have not landed in the zone often. Just 1 time tonight. Slider's been the go-to pitch.
Now 2-2.
Goes to it there and lands it.
Sahaki with 2 strikes. Touched, but foul. And Frazier stays alive.
He's got a good feel for that changeup right now. Combo you do not see often is changeup into slider. That's slow, and the slider off the changeup runs down and into a left-handed barrel. See what he decides to do here. Oftentimes after a changeup, it's fastball or it's back to the changeup again.
Tapped over to third base. The throw to first in time, and the side is retired, so Williams stranded on the base paths. But a run ties it for Florida State. Nate Schmela coming through in the clutch again.
Big time.
Tie game again for all as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning and the Huskies head to the plate. Northern Illinois again, friendly reminder, the home team in this contest. They got 2 more chances at the plate.
Comes the man for Northern Illinois tonight. 0 for 7 in his 2 previous games, 2 for 3 with 2 homers.
First pitch swinging, Gavin Baldwin sends it into the backstop. 2-run shot in the first, a solo homer to lead off the 4th inning. Homers 16 and 17 on the season.
So first pitch fastball in underneath his hands.
Waves the bat head for strike 2. Brody Purcell ahead in the count, and Baldwin's going to call a quick TO.
It's a good time out there. Slow it down. Brody Purcell in rhythm. Break the rhythm a bit. Resetting your at bat. Sped up on the first pitch. Chase the slider. I like this. Good baseball.
Working hard, Cards. Come on, baby.
0-2. Not close. By design, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is May 31st, last day of the month. Gavin Baldwin has had maybe the best month of his life. And swings and misses for strike 3.
Big out for the Noles, getting the leadoff guy, the guy that's done the damage for the Huskies tonight, and just nasty, falls right off the table.
Now it's Marcus Romero, 2 homers in the game earlier for the Huskies. He's 0 for 3 in this one.
Fastballs up and in, both of his homers today.
A bouncer for a 2-0 count from Purcell. Purcell in the winning effort through an inning, striking out one of the 3 batters he faced in the game against Coastal. Now 3-0 to Romero.
Purcell down 3-0. Romero 2 home runs on the day. He's hunting one spot.
Enter half, strike 1.
And that is the spot where he left the yard 2 times today. Electric speed also, you do not want to put him on via free pass. 24 of 25 in the stolen base category this year.
The 3-1. Watched by Romero, and the count now full.
And a favorable call for the Noles right there. 3-2.
Just foul. Romero, the designated hitter, typically in the field, in the outfield defensively for the Huskies, but he's playing with a torn UCL. And he looks at strike 3. A massive pitch by Brody Purcell, 2 away.
And that one is just perfect. Second strikeout of the night, 3 batters faced. And sometimes as a hitter, there's just nothing you can do other than just tip your cap and hope that the on-plate umpire, Adam Dowdy, calls it a ball. He doesn't, and it was a strike. Execution, huge, late in ball games.
2 faced here in the 8th inning, 2 struck out by Brody Purcell, and it brings up Vinny Spadafora, who's reached all 3 times he's been up. Shuffles his feet out of the way, 1-0. Pair of singles, a walk, a run scored his last time on base in the 7th. Steps into it, leaves the bat on his shoulder.
That was a good pitch.
Contacted foul, and that is strike 2.
Another good one, changes eye level. Fastball down, dotted, fastball up, foul ball. You go to something soft, it must be down, in the zone, down below it.
Purcell quick to it, and it's below the strike zone.
Tries to go to the changeup there, nice take by Spadafora.
Purcell strikes out the side. This has been fun. Let's go to the 9th. Let's take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance. 3 batters faced, 3 fanned by Brody Purcell just prior to the break.
Coming on in big situations, Brody Purcell gets the Noles out of a big jam in the 7th inning. Fly ball to right field and then proceeds to strike out the next 3 batters, a guy that they had huge expectations for coming into the season. It's been up and down. Nothing more important than being locked in the postseason. Sharp tonight.
Top of the 9th and a tie game as Florida State is at the plate. 0-1 the count to Carter McCauley. 8-9-1 batters due up for the Seminoles. Again, FSU the away team in this contest. And it's a miss outside, 1-1. Oh for 3, couple of strikeouts in his 2nd and 3rd plate appearances. Leaves it up just above the letters, 2-1.
Sahaki coming out firing more fastballs this inning. That's what I like to see. I think these Noles hitters smart, watching the game, starting to look soft. You have to throw just enough fastballs to keep them off your slider.
Strike taken, and it's 2-2.
And again, 2-1 count. Slider's been the pitch. Dots the fastball down and away.
Sahaki deals, breaking ball, sent the other way, out to right, pulled in by Robertson.
Nice swing, rocket shot. Does look like the Noles are looking for soft, but great positioning and a huge first out for Sahaki.
Big plate appearance for the 9-hole batter, Cal Fisher. He's come up big this weekend, 5 for 10 for the regional.
He has one thing on his mind. Be the hero. He's swinging a hot bat. So much frustration throughout this season, taking heat from a lot of different sources. He's stepped up in the postseason. He's done it throughout his career, a big moment.
Over to 3rd, a ground ball, spotted for a collects, 2 down.
And not today, Sahaki. I like it, coming out attacking. He showed the fastball just enough. And a big out. Flipping the order to the top, the freshman, John Stutzer.
Quick 2 outs for Sahaki, 1 to go to get it to the bottom of the 9th and to the bottom of the Northern Illinois order. First pitch, breaking ball, taken, 1-0, Stutzer's count. Hits his first 2 times up, nothing since then. A fly ball to center, and a fielder's choice that retired the side. Big swing, and a 1-1.
Nice pitch there, little breaking ball. Stays tight. Stutzer, just below.
Up and in, 2 balls, 1 strike.
This ball up and in, seeing if he can speed up Stutzer. I love the attack this inning. A lot more fastballs, a lot more success for Sahaki.
Three and one.
And with Braden Dowd on deck and John Stutzer at the plate in a 3-1 count after 2 quick outs, last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter for the Noles, who can really run.
Three and one from Sahaki, swiped at, and Stutzer just tipped it for a full count.
Fantastic Sahaki attack with that fastball. You know you cannot walk Stutzer in this situation. That feels like a double. Attacks with the fastball, gets the swing and miss.
Another 3-2 count for Sahaki. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, a tie game, bottom 9 coming up in Northern Illinois with a chance to walk it off at Hauser.
What a great adjustment that inning, and you can just see it. The Noles were looking soft, and I don't disagree with the game plan, but you have to be able to bounce back and answer to a flip of a script. They did. Big strikeout.
What a game. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Elimination game, Florida State and Northern Illinois. The winner to advance to the regional final to face St. John's. And the winner, of course, in this game tonight, coming from the bottom side of the bracket, will need 2 wins over the Johnnies. Brody Purcell gets a swing and a miss. Caden Robertson can't connect on the first pitch. 4 teams already have secured spots in Super Regionals. Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, and Kansas. A called strike, and it's 0-2 on Robertson. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Huskies.
Congrats to those 4 teams, and a great start here by Purcell up 0-2.
Brody Purcell, 1-2 now to Caden Robertson. Struck out all 3 batters he faced in the 8th.
Tired all 4 batters he's faced tonight.
Drops it low for a 2-2. Northern Illinois with a chance to do that thing we only see in postseason college baseball, a walk-off against the team hosting you.
4 straight breaking balls. The last 2 takes have looked pretty good.
Robertson pops it up out of play. It stays 2-2.
And Robertson is a smart hitter, and it looks like he just missed. Doing what you just said. It looks like he's looking soft. 5 breaking balls in a row.
Strike 3. 4 consecutive for Purcell.
Great job, Micah Posey. Great job, Purcell. All on the same page. Looked like a comfortable swing the pitch before. On the breaking ball, you go to the fastball, 94, rear back and fire. Retired all 5 batters he's faced. It's 4 straight strikeouts.
1 away, Ivan Dahlberg, the batter for the Huskies. And it sails high on Purcell. Purcell 1-0. Dahlberg laid down just his 2nd sacrifice bunt of the season, his last time up. That was en route to the 4th run scoring for Northern Illinois. Another one high, 2-0.
From Dahlberg. Just 1 sack bunt all year. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Facing a righty. Selfless team, lays it down, gets the job done.
That's 3 misses high for Purcell.
Working underneath that breaking ball. Has the green light here. Gotta make a pitch.
Fastball outside, and it walks Dahlberg. Second Northern Illinois player now ever with 50 walks in a single season. Game-winning run on base for Northern Illinois. It would be their first regional final appearance in program history if they were to score a run here in the bottom of the ninth. Squared for a bunt. Charlie Parcell pulls it away, 1-0.
What a season for the Huskies, and you saw Link Jarrett, the coaching staff, out front of the dugout, telling the right side of the infield, be aware for a bunt that he pulls with him to the first base side.
Tried to drag it. The turnaround today for Northern Illinois is incredible.
Yes.
They got blasted by St. John's earlier today, and an hour later are facing Florida State on top of Mike Martin Field at Dick Howser Stadium, right? Like, think about that sentence.
Unbelievable. I mean, they led 5-0 entering the fourth inning and lost 21-8 and came back with the response that head coach expected.
There's the bunt for Parcell. Purcell throws it a bit high, but Barrett pulls it down for the out.
Oof.
The runner that would win the game for the Huskies is now in scoring position. With the top of the order up, Wyatt Waro has reached base after being hit by a pitch in the seventh in 27 consecutive games. Hitless today, though. Another miss upstairs for Purcell.
Yeah, he's working underneath the breaking ball. It's 4 in a row. Just one hit today with 2 outs. And NIU, it's Baldwin's 2-run homer in the first.
Waro swings and fouls it back, 1-1.
Oof, good pitch to hit there. Again, they leave Dahlberg out at second base here. Base hit. Be a play at the plate.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Waro.
Purcell has other things in mind, and that is a big pitch. Flips in the breaking ball. Waro looked like he was right on it. Responds with the heater. Crowd on their feet here in Tallahassee.
1-2. Waro can't connect. To a 10th inning we go. All knotted up in Tallahassee. It's win or go home.
Brody Purcell, you ready for the big moment, baby? Game-winning run at second base. Stones. Everybody fired up in Tallahassee. We got some free baseball. Let's go.
It's a party at Hauser, and we have bonus baseball. On to the 10th inning we go. Elimination game action at the Tallahassee Regional. 4 runs apiece between Florida State and Northern Illinois. What more could you want? Braden Dowd to lead off for FSU.
This has been an incredible baseball game.
Strike called to Dowd, who's 1 for 4.
Sahaki, 67 pitches 2 nights ago. 42 pitches tonight. Still firing that fastball at 90 miles per hour.
9 hits by 7 different players for Florida State so far in this game.
Impressive. 5 hits for NIU. Those 2 homers for Baldwin. And a run scratched across. Late.
Down low, and a 2-1 count. It's been tied 3 times. We've had 3 lead changes.
College baseball rules.
Here, here. I second that.
Yeah.
3-1 to Dowd. Again, Florida State, the away team in this contest. Top of the 10th. Called strike. Dowd thought he had ball 4. Now it's a full count. Feels like just about every batter Sahaki has faced, 4 of them actually have had full counts. Dowd fights it off. We'll see a 7th pitch.
It's a well-executed fastball on a 3-2 count. Nice job by Dowd. Getting barrel, fighting it off.
Close take, and it's ball 4. The leadoff man reaches for Florida State.
Deep sigh. Great pitch. And Sahaki does not get that one. Knowles got their leadoff man on for Delamalier. Double in his first at bat. 0 for 3 cents. Heart of the lineup.
Fourth leadoff batter to reach today for Florida State. The first 2 scored. And a throw over to Dowd, who's back to the bag.
Dowd 10 for 10, stolen bases.
First pitch to Brody Delamalier. Nope. It'll wait. 2 pickoff throws over to Dowd as he nods in approval of the boos from the Florida State faithful.
And that's smart by NIU, trying to keep them tight.
Now Sahaki goes to the plate. Ground ball over the middle, and it's through for Delamalier. Dowd on the way to third is there easily. They're at the corners with no outs.
Delamalier delivering. Leadoff walk. Something soft down. Ball squibbles through, and great base running by Dowd. Never a doubt. First and third, no outs. Go ahead run at third base for the Noles.
A walk and a single, and now it's Hunter Carnes' turn. Looking for his first hit tonight. And a miss outside, 1-0.
Infield here. Corners in, middle back.
Carnes, a high fly ball. Parcell has it in center, receives, runner goes from third, sacrifice fly, and Florida State takes the lead.
Well done, Hunter Carnes. Leadoff walk to Dowd. Single by DeLamielleure. Vintage Florida State baseball. Well executed there. Deep fly ball to center field. Nose up 5-4.
And now it'll be the first plate appearance of the night for Chase Williams, who entered as a pinch runner for Nate Schmela after the RBI double back in the 8th.
Hit and run candidate here, also a good candidate for a bunt.
Williams torques his body, leaves the bat on his shoulder. It's 0-1. Williams has co-authored some big moments for the Seminoles throughout his career.
Yep.
Moves out of the way. It's 1-1.
It's one there Williams is going to want to hang in on.
Just 3 at-bats in the month of May for Williams.
But with an injury in his side, with the outfield play, DeLamielleure and Stutzer and Dowd, hasn't found his way back in.
And a timeout called from the NIU dugout for an adjustment on Dahlberg's communication device. One and one to Chase Williams. On the ground, down the line, scooped by Baldwin, who steps on the bag, so it serves as if it was a sac bunt. And gets DeLamielleure into scoring position.
Yeah, sharply hit ground ball there. Nice play over at first base by Gavin Baldwin.
Ben Barrett 2 for 4 tonight. Didn't come around. 1-0. Just his 18th game played this season. 10th start. A drive to the opposite field. High, deep, goodbye. Second home run of the season for Ben Barrett. And if you thought the first one was in a huge moment.
Wow. Ben Barrett delivering huge for the Noles. High intensity environment. Two-way guy coming in. Pitched the last 2 years, pitch coming into this year, Link pressing all the right buttons. And what a cool story for Ben Barrett. Delivering their biggest hit of his Florida State career.
It's a 3-run lead for Florida State now.
Ben Barrett adding on. What a swing. Biggest hit of his career, biggest moment of his career. Senior. Yeah, Knowles. It's a party in Tallahassee. 7-4, Knowles.
Ben Barrett providing a much-needed big fly for Florida State to drive in 2. It's now 3 scored in the 10th inning for the Seminoles. This is the first 3-run inning for FSU the entire weekend.
Could not have come at a more crucial time. The fight, this group, all year long. Next man up mentality, you lose. The guy you see right there, Miles Bailey, most talented players in the entire country. Who's gonna step up in the big moments to fill the void? Well, everybody, it's been collective. This is a tight group. Special team, special moment. We're not done yet though. NIU, the home team here in Tallahassee.
First outing of the weekend for John Lyman, the lefty of Northern Illinois, and he gets a foul tip, strike 1 against Gabe Frazier.
Coming out firing a 91-mile-per-hour fastball down and in, and he came out of his shoes, and strike 1.
How about that? Frazier showing bunt after looking like he was trying to go back-to-back.
I didn't feel too comfortable on that fastball, third base and playing back. I'll just see if I can drop him down.
One hop over to second, and that's the 3rd out. But 3 runs for Florida State in the top of the 10th inning. They're 3 outs away from advancing to the regional final here in Tallahassee. What a moment for Ben Barrett. You see him in the photo there as a pitcher. Well, he can hit it too. Second home run of the season could not have come at a better time for the Seminoles.
Just a special moment for Ben Barrett. Miles Bailey goes down, trying to find some offensive production at first base, and Ben Barrett, right button pressed by Link. Big homer.
Florida State 3 outs away from that third straight regional final appearance. Backs against the ropes. This is their second elimination game of the day. Brody Purcell, fastball, strike one. Part of the order for Northern Illinois. It's Cole Smith, Nolan Sandy, Gavin Baldwin, the 3 due up. Smith pops it. And foul, 0-2.
Purcell coming out firing, 0 for 3 for Cole Smith. But what a year this young man has put together. Big hits in this regional. Looking to be the leadoff man here. It's the goal, got to get a guy on.
Purcell with a miss up top. That's where he maybe has gotten into some trouble. Trying to spin that thing and it just stays up. He's mitigated damage so far since entering back into 7th. Oh, a close take.
Close take and a good take just off the plate. Cole Smith locked in, setting up on the outer half, and that is a great call, no question, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Brody Purcell tonight. It's a career high. That piggybacks off of Chris Kinnear's career high in strikeouts.
The slider changeup are his strikeout pitches, and you mentioned it in that at bat, working underneath the breaking ball. It's gone back to the fastball again there. That's his 3rd strikeout. Last 3 strikeouts via that fastball.
1-0 to Nolan Sandy, who's 0 for 4. Fouled away, 1-1. Fourteen batters fanned by Florida State pitching tonight. And that's strike 2. On the ground, first base side, backhanded stab, Barrett the throw, Purcell covering, and Florida State is an out away.
Well, have a game, Ben Barrett. First with the bat in the top half of this inning, now with the glove. A nice sliding play, go ahead and 360 under control, uphill feed. Nice job by Purcell getting there under control. Wow. Money.
First pitch to Gavin Baldwin is low and outside, 1-0. Baldwin nowhere close. Evened up, 1-1. '50th pitch for Brody Purcell. And it's strike 2. Now potentially a pitch away. From back-to-back elimination game victories for the Seminoles today.
Another great take NIU, they will fight.
The 2-2. Up the middle and through for a hit. And Northern Illinois stays alive for at least one more batter.
Third hit of the night for Gavin Baldwin, extending the inning. He'll fight.
He's got half of the hits for the Huskies tonight, 3 of their 6.
And the goal here for NIU, find a way to get the tying run to home plate. That means Mr. Romero is the guy they need to extend this inning.
Big breaking ball stays up high, 1-0 to Marcus Romero. In search of his first hit in this game, but remember, Northern Illinois played right before this game. He had 2 solo homers in that one. One and two.
Romero takes a timeout. If he can break the rhythm, Brody Purcell.
Purcell for the regional final. Waved on and missed. Florida State survives again.
What a ball game, D. This was something. Florida State survives and advances. And for that Northern Illinois club, they have introduced themselves to the country. Absolutely incredible. They started today at 2 o'clock. It's now 10:39, and they fought to the very end, took the Noles to extra innings, and look at this season. Second overall appearance in the NCAA tournament. 54 years in between, 35 wins, single season program record. Unbelievable. I love Ryan Copeland. He's doing a great job with these young men. They will be back. Watch out for the Huskies, but the Noles, they get this one.
On the backs of relief pitchers Chris Kinnear and Brody Purcell, who both achieved career highs in strikeouts and both pitched as long as they have in an outing all season.
And the Florida State fans, weather, rain, shine, doesn't matter. They're here.
The Seminoles victorious in 2 elimination games today to reach the regional final, where they will face St. John's again, who got the better of them by 1 run in the opening day of this Tallahassee Regional. And we've got Ben Barrett with us. Man, I know there are a lot of emotions for you down there. Let me ask it this way. You come in as a pitcher, you're called upon to play first base following the injury to your friend and teammate Miles Bailey. Could you have ever even guessed this is how your May 31st, 2026 was going to go?
Never. Not a chance. All the glory to God. Without him, this is impossible. But, yeah, it's unbelievable.
Ben, good for you. That was pretty incredible to watch. A nice defensive play there as well to follow up. I just got to ask you, how did first base come back into play this year?
It was tough at first, honestly, just learning how to field ground balls again after 3 years, but the athleticism kicked in naturally, and yeah, I think I'm getting better every day, and we've been working hard at it every day, so.
But how did that become a thing? Like, how did you go from, like, pitching to, hey, I'm going to play first base again?
Oh, I mean, it was random. It was, as an older guy, I was on first base duty, and you don't really see that with older guys. So I thought nothing of it at first, and then next thing you know, they text me to pull up to the field and get a bat, get a helmet, batting gloves, and
Stuffing that right in.
Watch the mic, guys.
And,
all right.
yeah, about 3 weeks later, I'm hitting and playing first base. So yeah, pretty surreal.
All right, could you just try to, I know it's difficult, describe the resolve of this team, right?
Oh,
you see
resilient.
Miles go down at the end of March. That is a huge, huge piece of what you guys are, what you're trying to accomplish. I know he's been in the dugout encouraging you guys. But, like, look, you guys enter the tournament as the number 10 national seed. You go down in the first game here in Tallahassee. You reach a regional final for the 3rd consecutive year. That takes a lot of resolve.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly the coaches. We've had a lot of injuries and setbacks this year, but I mean the coaches. I think the whole roster is ready to go out there and play in big moments, and yeah, it's just the coaches. Can't give enough credit to the coaches.
Well, that was some kind of effort from you and your Seminoles teammates tonight. Congratulations. Rest up. We'll see you here tomorrow.
See you
man.
tomorrow. Yeah, happy to play tomorrow.
Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you.
Incredible. Florida State takes it in extra innings to survive to Monday, where they will meet with St. John's in a regional final. For all of our crew here in Tallahassee, have a great night. Still plenty of action going on across the country. Check out Squeeze Play on ESPN+. We'll see you tomorrow.